From the very first scroll through Instagram, some faces don't just catch your eye, they hold it. Carmen Rene is one of those rare presences. There's something quietly magnetic about the way she carries herself, a blend of confidence and warmth that feels effortless yet earned. Her journey isn't just about fashion, beauty, or perfectly framed photos. It's about growth, self-belief, and the courage to become visible in a world that constantly tells people to fit into smaller boxes. Before we dive deep into her story, if you love discovering the real journeys behind today's most inspiring models and fashion influencers, take a moment to support Sweet Models World by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on notifications. It helps us keep bringing you cinematic, motivational stories just like this one. Carmen Rene's story begins far away from the curated feeds and brand collaborations that define her today. Like many creative souls, her early life was shaped by ordinary moments that slowly revealed an extraordinary sense of self. Growing up, Carmen was drawn to expression, whether through clothing, posture, or the way she presented herself to the world. Fashion was never just about trends for her. It was a language, a way of saying who she was before she ever had the words. Even as a young girl, she understood that style could be both armor and invitation, a way to protect your inner world while still daring others to see you. Her teenage years were a period of quiet observation and self-discovery. While others chased popularity or tried to blend in, Carmen paid attention. She noticed how different outfits changed the way people treated her, how confidence could be learned, and how self-doubt could be unlearned. These years weren't without challenges. Like many aspiring models, she faced moments of comparison, insecurity, and the subtle pressure to look a certain way. But instead of letting those pressures shrink her, Carmen slowly began to redefine them. She realized that authenticity, not perfection, was the real currency of influence. When social media began to rise as a global stage, Carmen saw opportunity rather than intimidation. Instagram, in particular, felt like an open door, a place where stories could be told visually, without permission from gatekeepers. At first, her posts were simple. Natural lighting, honest expressions, outfits that reflected her mood rather than the brand's demand. There was no grand strategy in the beginning, just consistency and sincerity. But people noticed. Followers were drawn to the feeling her photos evoked, not just how they looked. There was confidence, yes, but also relatability, as if she was saying, "You can do this too." As her following grew, Carmen Rene began to understand the responsibility that comes with visibility. She wasn't just sharing outfits anymore, she was sharing a mindset. Her captions evolved into reflections on self-worth, patience, and the importance of staying grounded. She spoke openly about growth, reminding her audience that success is rarely instant and almost never linear. This honesty set her apart in a digital space often dominated by filters and perfection. Carmen's page became less about chasing validation and more about building connection. The fashion industry eventually took notice. Brands looking for more than just a pretty face saw in Carmen a storyteller, someone who could bring emotion and meaning to a campaign. Her collaborations felt natural because she never abandoned her voice. Whether she was modeling streetwear, elegant evening pieces, or everyday essentials, Carmen carried the same message: style should serve you, not control you. This philosophy resonated deeply with followers who were tired of unrealistic standards and eager for representation that felt real. Behind the scenes, Carmen's journey was marked by discipline and quiet resilience. Modeling, especially in the age of social media, is often misunderstood. What looks like effortless success is usually built on long hours, creative risk, and emotional endurance. Carmen balanced content creation with self-care, learning when to push forward and when to step back. She understood that burnout was the enemy of creativity and that longevity mattered more than viral moments. One of the most inspiring aspects of Carmen Rene's story is how she redefined influence for herself. She didn't chase controversy or shock value. Instead, She chose consistency, kindness, and growth. Her influence came from repetition, showing up again and again as herself. Over time, her audience became a community, a space where people felt seen and encouraged rather than judged. Messages from followers poured in, sharing how her confidence inspired them to pursue their own dreams, whether in fashion or beyond it. Carmen also became a symbol of self-made success in the digital age. Without relying on traditional modeling agencies at the start, she built her platform organically. This independence gave her creative freedom and taught her valuable lessons about branding, negotiation, and self-advocacy. She learned to say no to opportunities that didn't align with her values, understanding that every decision shapes the story you're telling the world about who you are. As her career evolved, so did her sense of purpose. Carmen began to see fashion not just as an aesthetic pursuit, but as a tool for empowerment. Clothing became a way to encourage people to step into their confidence, to experiment without fear, and to embrace their individuality. She often emphasized that style has no single definition and that trends should be adapted, not obeyed. This mindset turned her into more than an influencer. She became a guide for self-expression. The cinematic quality of Carmen Rene's journey lies in its quiet strength. There were no overnight miracles, no sudden transformations. Instead, there was steady progress built on belief and persistence. Each post, each collaboration, each step forward was a brick in the foundation she was carefully laying. Her story reminds us that success doesn't have to be loud to be powerful. Through interviews, live sessions, and behind-the-scenes glimpses, Carmen continued to share lessons learned along the way. She spoke about patience, reminding aspiring models that comparison is a thief of joy. She encouraged her audience to invest in themselves, to learn new skills, and to remain adaptable in a constantly changing industry. Her words carried weight because they were lived, not rehearsed. Carmen Rene's impact extends beyond numbers and analytics. While her follower count continues to grow, what truly defines her success is trust. Brands trust her to represent them authentically. Followers trust her to be honest. And perhaps most importantly, she trusts herself. That self-trust is what allows her to evolve without losing her essence. As the fashion world continues to shift toward inclusivity and individuality, Carmen stands as an example of what's possible when you stay true to your vision. She represents a generation of models who are not waiting to be chosen, but are choosing themselves. Her journey proves that influence rooted in authenticity has staying power, and that storytelling, when done with heart, can change lives. Today, Carmen Rene is more than an Instagram fashion influencer. She is a reminder that confidence is built, not gifted. That creativity thrives when it's protected, and that your story matters, even before the world starts paying attention. Her biography is still being written, with each new chapter shaped by intention rather than expectation. As you reflect on Carmen's journey, remember that inspiration is not about imitation. It's about permission to believe in your own potential, to take your time, and to show up as you are. Carmen's story invites us all to step forward with courage, knowing that authenticity is always in style. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the life and journey of Carmen Rene and want more inspirational, cinematic biographies of today's most influential models and creators, don't forget to support Sweet Models World by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and sharing it with someone who needs a little motivation today. Your support helps us continue telling the stories that inspire confidence, creativity, and self-belief.